Hey, Greg here again. I just wanted to talk about this electric bicycle I'm making and show you some of the problems I've been encountering with it. One of the first ones I've encountered is this motor here. It's a brushless inrunner. It's a 6,300 watt motor. It's an Sky RC Proteus X524. It's like an RC boat motor. I got that because it's liquid cooled. I tried putting this little sprocket on here that's like a 20, I forgot what you call it, like a T25 or something chain. And then the bicycle chain was much larger, so I tried bolting on this sprocket off of a mini bike, which I then tried bolting in the center. That didn't work. So then I had bolted around the outside, and then it was too big on the inside, so I used a saw to cut off that part. But now I found out it's not enough reduction for this in-runner motor here, because these give out a lot of speed and basically almost no torque at low RPMs. So I tried connecting it to a gearbox out of a right angle grinder, but that didn't work out because I cut the shaft too short working on my mini bike. So now my best idea is to take this gearbox here out of like an electric wheelchair. I cleaned out all of the oil from it. You can see how clean it is, or all the grease, I mean. I'm going to fill it with oil if I can. I don't know if the seals can handle that. I soaked it in aviation gasoline for about 5 hours the other day. That's my #1 go-to solvent. Although I need to make sure I don't get it on my hands because it has like a lot of lead and other junk in it. And also for the cooling system, I have this radiator thing off my mini bike, that jet engine looking one. And I took an opportunity to use the jet engine looking part as a brake light, sort of, once I can find the button that turns on the brake light somewhere around here. Yeah, I know I need to clean up a lot. Right here. I think I found it. Yeah. Looks like an afterburner. It's also going to have high-intensity discharge headlights on the front here as high beams, and these LED headlights as low beams. These are all things I got off my mini bike. Also, I'm going to connect this regulator and rectifier I got out of like a Suzuki motorcycle to the brushless motor, so when I'm going down a hill I can switch into a high gear and basically recharge my battery, or basically power my headlights. I'm also working on trying to find a good enough battery to power this thing. All I really have that will fit on it safely are these lithium-ion batteries. I have about 5 of these, but I'm kind of afraid because they're known to catch on fire. I'm thinking about making a cart, like a wagon thing that goes behind it, and connecting my 100 amp hour battery that I use to power my mini bike. But yeah, my biggest problem is finding a place for this big gearbox to fit on. I'm probably going to mount it right up in the center here, because before it was down here, the pedals would hit it, and then the front wheel would hit it. And I tried putting it in a lot of different places in different angles, and none of them seemed to work. So the best one by far is upside down on the front here. I'm going to probably have the power wires going back up to the back rack thing here, where I'm going to have the batteries, the speed controller, this 200 amp Hobby King red brick thing, little junky thing. Had to fix it. It was barely soldered on. I upgraded that to 8 gauge wires. I might put a thermoelectric panel on there. But I'm probably going to have, that up there along with the cooling pump and the radiator, with the cooling lines going to the motor. I'm going to fill them with antifreeze instead of water because it's really cold where I live. And if water were to freeze in this jacket here, it would basically cause the outer jacket to break off the motor, which would suck. So, I'll keep you up to date with this project. And soon I'm going to be talking about my Dragon's endoskeleton. I'm rebuilding that too. Bye.